Hey, hi, how you going? My name is Capra, and this is a bit of a different video. So with Rage 2, I've done a few series. I've done the base game, Ultra Nightmare and Iron Man mode, where I had to finish the game on the hardest difficulty with 1 life. If I died, that was it. The game restarted. I managed to do that. Then, the first expansion, Rise of the Ghosts, came out, and I played through that on just Ultra Nightmare. I didn't do Iron Man mode, I just wanted to have fun with Ultra Nightmare. And I did that as well. Terrormania came out of nowhere. I didn't even know it was out until one of my friends mentioned it. And I thought, hell yes, I can revisit Rage, I can get my Ultra Nightmare on, and it can be a good old time. And I was excited. Starting off the DLC, you get teleported to a place called the Deadlands. And it's actually quite a small map from what I see of it. It looks extremely small. It has little points of interest dotted all around where you can visit, you can fight skeletons. Let me back up. So, the Deadlands, where we have been teleported to, is a different realm. It's an alternate world. We are tasked with retrieving shards of a disc called the Necro Disc. Now, the Necro Disc had shattered back in our normal reality, and that is why we got sucked into the Deadlands. To retrieve these discs, you have to go to places known as Bone Towers. This is where I ran into problems. This is where I ran into big problems. So, running around this tiny map right here, the Deadlands, no worries. I was having so much fun. The very first thing you do when you wake up in the Deadlands is get a cool sword. You get this awesome bloody sword. It looks amazing. It's really fun to use as well. So running around this island or this area, whatever you want to call it, with the sword, fighting a skeleton army, absolutely, it's amazing. It's great fun, okay? So I was doing that for about 20 minutes, just finding little points of interest and fighting the skeletons on the ground. No worries. I came to my first bone tower. It was Tristatia Bone Tower. And I was like, alright, let's get in there, let's do it. The enemy difficulty was 10 skulls, and I wasn't really worried. A lot of the areas and a lot of the points in Rise of the Ghosts were 10 skulls in difficulty. So I was like, it's gonna be no worries. So before you even get to the tower, there's skeletons guarding the entrance. I had no worries with those either. You just walk in, you shoot them, you slash them. It's all good, it's all fun. The problem I have is when you get into the tower, it becomes basically an arena. Tristatia Tower, I stayed there for an hour and a half. An hour and a half. I tried everything. I tried different gun combos. I tried using all the different equipment. I was on point with all of my abilities. It was just impossible. The skeletons are a never-ending wave. It's just a never-ending wave of skeletons. And I get it. That's the point. That's the whole point of it. On top of all of the skeletons, you have to take out guardians. Now, when you get into the towers, it says you must eliminate 4 guardians. I didn't get 1 guardian down past half health. The whole time that I was trying to kill the guardian and focusing all my firepower on that giant skeleton, all the other little guys were just railing me, absolutely destroying me. I am not good enough to do this, okay? I am nowhere close to good enough. I'm actually really shocked that they've made it this hard. Surviving waves, no worries. But when it's surviving waves in such close proximity with respawning enemies that don't stop while you have to focus all your firepower on a boss, impossible. It's impossible for me. It might be possible for someone else playing on PC who's really good with a mouse and keyboard. Sure, I accept that. For me playing on an Xbox with a controller, this is impossible. This is impossible. Okay, let me reiterate. It's not impossible. I'm sure given a lot of time, a lot of playing, and a lot of muscle memory, you could do this, sure. Unfortunately, I don't have unlimited time to do this. I don't have unlimited time to sink into something like this, so I refused to do it. After I had been to Tristatia Bone Tower for an hour and a half, I said, you know what? Maybe I've picked the hardest bone tower out of all of them. Maybe another bone tower is easier. So I went to Census Bone Tower. The same thing. On the way there, I was picking off skeletons. I was punching them with the sword. I was shooting them. All good, all fun. Same thing outside of the Bone Tower. I eliminated all of the guards so the portal would open. It was fine. No problem. Get into Census Bone Tower. It was a different story. Not as many skeletons were spawning, and it wasn't such a closed-in map. But the same thing happened. The Guardian drops down, and I'm like, okay, here we go. Let's get it. I overcharge. I shoot the shit out of it. I think I only just got him down to halfway health. Maybe not even that. All that firepower going into that skeleton, I also have to aim at all these other skeletons. Mixed with playing on a controller, my bad aim, the headshot hitboxes being broken, and they are broken. I'm sorry if you don't think that. But the headshot hitboxes in this game, they're broken. They are so broken, and you have to be so precise. It's not even funny. Homing in missiles, skeletons just have these rocket launchers, then they don't stop. Mixed with all of that, I can't do it. I'm so sorry, but I can't do it. And it pains me that I can't do it because I really like playing this game on Ultra Nightmare. You know, it feels great when you manage to finish whatever you were trying to do on the hardest difficulty. It's a great feeling. I'm sure it would feel amazing being able to do Terrormania on Ultra Nightmare. But I'm not going to put myself through it. No way in hell. It also irks me that they give you a sword right at the start. I'm thinking, this is going to be a melee-only DLC. Sweet, sick. And then they go ahead and give the skeletons machine guns and rocket launchers, and no, it's not gonna, I'm not about that. I'm not about that at all. So, unfortunately, that's where we land. The thing is, right, the atmosphere of this DLC is amazing. It's incredible. I don't know why it wasn't released on Halloween or just before Halloween. And to be releasing between Call of Duty, the new Star Wars game, Death Stranding, and Pokemon Sword and Shield, I don't know why they had a release window like that. That just seems absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers to me. Regardless, the atmosphere, the aesthetic of this DLC is awesome. It's amazing. It's cool as. It's real. It gives me really spooky, really creepy vibes, and I can get down with it. The towers themselves, getting to the towers, cool designs, really cool. The skeletons, neat idea, really good, but I'm not good enough to do it on Ultra Nightmare. I mean, I recorded for like 2 hours, and it's mostly silence because I was sitting there trying so freaking hard to get through the first Bone Tower, and I couldn't do it. And this is just going on judgments. I don't know for sure, but judging by how big the map is and how there are only 5 towers dotted around, I have a feeling that is all the DLC is, mixed with a couple points of interest thrown in on the map. So it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of content. It doesn't seem like I'll be missing out on much by not doing this on Ultra Nightmare. The DLC itself was only $7, so it wasn't, it's not bank breaking or anything. It's $7 of content. Skins in games go for more than $7 for a couple of Bone Towers to do. It's more content to do. You get a cool sword out of it. It's just a shame that the waves, the way they have designed the Bone Towers, how it's just an endless onslaught of skeletons. It's a shame, but I'm not, as I said, I'm not going to be able to do it. I just died and died. I think I racked up about 35, 40 deaths in the first Bone Tower, and then I died once in the next Bone Tower over, and I'd had enough. I had enough, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it. I was just going to crack the shits. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing Terrormania on Ultra Nightmare. I figured I would give a video saying why. Never-ending arena stuff like this, I can't do it. I cannot do it. If the skeletons had set spawns or whatever and they didn't respawn constantly, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, I'd go it. But when it's never-ending like that, no sorry, Bob. No bloody way. Not a chance. So, sorry for letting you down. If you wanted to see me do this on Ultra Nightmare, I'm deeply, deeply sorry. I can't do it. I just can't. However, soon, no date set in stone. We're going to be starting a new series up. If this is also the first video you've seen, I have done 2 playthroughs of Rage 2, one of them being the Ultra Nightmare and Iron Man run. If you want, please go and check that out. Playlist should be on the screen right now. And I also did a Rise of the Ghost Ultra Nightmare playthrough, which is going to be on the screen right now as well. Thank you for watching. Sorry to let you down. Please, have a great day or night wherever you are in the world. I will see you in the next video. Stay out of trouble and take it easy.